For parties, we don't always have the luxury of time to make the most elaborate designs. So today I'm showing you how you can make a balloon octopus wand 3 different ways, from a super quick and easy line work design to more elaborate designs for when you've got a bit more time. Hi, I'm Melanie from Balloon Artworks. For my octopus, I've inflated a 260 twisting balloon with a 6-finger tail. I'm going to make a loop, so I'm just folding the balloon over. I'm going to measure the loop. I want it to be about 3 fingers in size, and then twist, okay? And then I'm poking my finger through the centre of the loop and passing the knot and nozzle through the centre to help ensure that doesn't come undone. I'm going to make a second loop, a similar sort of size. So just twist. I like to have a little look just to make sure it's a similar size, but if it's not identical, don't worry. It's not critical for this design. Okay, so we're going to make a third loop of 3 fingers and twist. And then wrap the loops around one another to ensure they don't come undone. A 4th loop, I'm just folding the balloon over and twisting. And each time we make a loop, I like to wrap it around the other loops just to ensure they don't come undone. And then a 5th loop, so just twisting that round, wrapping it around the others, and then one last loop. Okay, so just twist. Okay. So we're just wrapping everything around. And that's what you've got. Next, I'm inflating a 5-inch round balloon, and I'm inflating this all the way until it becomes a teardrop shape. And then I want to let some of the air out. And as I do so, I'm going to press down on the top of the balloon because I want to achieve a really nice rounded shape. So I'm happy with that, and I'm going to tie a knot, okay? Now, if you're in a pinch and you've not got a lot of time, you don't actually need to tie that knot. You can just pull the neck directly into these loops and wrap it around lots of times, and that will just mean you don't have to tie that knot. So this is what you've got so far. It's entirely up to you at this point whether you want to keep this simple wand handle. If you're at a very busy party, chances are you're going to want to stop here and go directly to drawing the face because you've not got a lot of time. But if you've got a bit more time, then there are more things that you can do, and I'll show you how to make a slightly more elaborate wand handle. So if we're wanting to create a slightly fancier wand handle, we're at this point with our octopus. I haven't tied the round balloon. I'm just pressing down. I'm going to put a twist in the neck here, so I haven't tied this balloon. And as I said, you can just wrap this neck and nozzle into the flower petal loops lots of times, and that's just going to save you the bother of tying a knot, and it also means it's a lot less bulky. But you do have to wrap around quite a few times, okay? So let's just straighten everything out. Okay, so I'm going to show you the more elaborate wand handle. So I'm just going to snip off the end here and let the air out. So there we go. And again, if you don't want to, you can just wrap that around. You don't have to tie. So the latex really does stick to the latex, so you don't need to tie as many knots as people think. I've inflated a 260 right to the very tip, and I've just given it a squeeze and a stretch just to soften it, and I'm going to find the halfway point. So I've just folded the balloon in half there, and I'm going to pinch here and just make a twist, okay? And then I'm going to pull that twist into these loops here. So just pull it through, and when you've done that, just twist these around a couple of times. Okay, you're going to want to check that your lengths are, these sections are similar in length. So this one isn't slightly, so I'm just squeezing it and stretching it Whoops, I've overdone it, so now I need to do the other side. Okay, so that's close enough. Okay, so we're going to make a candy cane. So I'm just going to twist the balloons here and wrap them around one another. Okay, so I'm just spiraling those balloons between my hands. Okay, and when I get to the end here, get to the very tip, I'm just going to grasp the ends here and twist them around. Okay, so we've got 2 little bubbles. Okay, and then we can take the smallest of the bubbles and just pass that through the centre of the candy cane. So that's just going to secure the candy cane. I want to draw some big circles for my octopus's eyes, but I struggle to do that. If I was at a busy party, then I would certainly draw that freehand. But if I was preparing these as a party giveaway, they're great to give away at the end of parties as a party giveaway or a party favour. You know, all the children are filing out the door and they each get a wand. So that's definitely something I would recommend if you've got an under the sea party. So if you've got time to prepare these in advance, then I recommend one of these stencils. Okay, so you can use these to draw the circles for your octopus's eyes. So pick a circle that you think will be big enough. I think I'm going to go with that one. And then just lay it over the top of the balloon, hold it down and draw your circle. Okay. So one thing you do have to be careful of is that when you lift this away, it's very easy to smudge the ink. So just do watch out for that. Okay. And then I'm just going to rotate my balloon and draw another circle. Line that up. Okay. And press it down and draw another circle. And then just lift off very carefully. Okay, and all we need to do now is just colour these in. So I recommend you use the flat of the nib because that's going to give you the quickest coverage. Next, I'm going to draw some pink cheeks and I'm going to draw some circles just below the eye, but I'm just going to freehand these. I've got a great tip for you for drawing smiles. If you struggle to draw a perfect semicircle for a smile, just go for a cheeky half smile. It's much more forgiving. I'll show you. Much easier than trying to draw a perfect semicircle. And I'm using an Edding 750 white paint pen just to draw the eye highlights. And I'm doing a big circle, a big white circle and filling that in, followed by a smaller dot. And do that on the other side as well. I want to elevate this design further still. So I've inflated a 160 all the way. I've just got the tiniest tip here and I'm just going to tie the 2 ends together. Okay, so there we go. And we can give our balloon a bit of a squeeze and a stretch and then fold it here and then just follow the fold to the end, pinch here and then just rotate the top section. Okay, so that's going to split the balloon in half very approximately and then push these 2 sections together and wrap around and then pull one side through the other. And then we're going to do the same thing with these loops. We're just folding them in half, pinching here, twist the top. So if you're not familiar with this technique, this is a great opportunity to practice because we get to do this 3 times, okay? And then push the sides together and then just wrap the loops around and through, okay? And by the way, there you've got a fish. Okay, bonus, bonus design with the tutorial. Fold this over, pinch here and twist, okay? So again, we've split and yes, you've guessed it, we're going to push those sections together and twist around. So it's very much like making a very simple flower. And we're just going to pull these loops into this section between the 2 colours here. So just pull them up and through. and then wrap around. Okay, so this is what you've got. So we want to give the impression that the octopus is emerging from the water, so I'm just going to angle these loops down slightly. Okay, and there you've got the deluxe octopus wand. If you do intend to give wands away as a party giveaway, then I do recommend these pop-up laundry baskets. They're not very robust. Mine has certainly seen better days. I have a few of these and they always ladder at the top here, but they are absolutely great for storing your wands and making it very easy to give your wands out at the end of the party. Okay, just keeps them all together and very easy to hand out to the children.